Hello everybody, this is Zax299. Today I'm bringing you your first look at Wild Frontera. This is my first look. Nobody had a review, nobody had any videos up on Steam at the time that I made this video. I made this video less than an hour after it launched on Steam. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at this game. Now this game was made by two developers who supposedly spent about a year making it, and making this game for Steam, and just launched today. Now they plan on making the game better. It doesn't show that it's early access. But they do have some plans to improve the game and offer more like game modes and stuff like that. So I am going to be playing this game with a twin stick controller. I have a DualShock 4 PlayStation 4 controller, and I'm using Input Mapper to actually turn that into a Xbox 360. As you can see here, you have a lot of different graphics options. You have quality, VSync, full screen, basic quality, either low, medium, or high. You can play with a keyboard, which is WASD, mouse, R to reload, space to roll. Melee is your right mouse button, it looks like, and then drop a bomb is E. So pretty easy if you want to play this with a mouse and keyboard. Should be certainly doable. But I decided to go ahead and play my game with a twin stick controller, like I said, a DualShock 4. And the options you only have for that is just aim sensitivity, which I just left that on default of 5. Okay, here I just went ahead and started a new game. You go into stage 1. I don't know how many stages there are, but stage 1 you can choose either normal or chicken thief. I went ahead and chose normal here and started the game. Now you can play this game. It's not local co-op, but you can play the game with up to 4 players on online co-op. So 2 of you in the same house, or 2 of your friends, whether you be in the same house or across the country or across the world, you can play together. The year was 1887. A harsh winter had decimated the cattle, and the gold rush was history. Nowadays, there was more money to be made in catching outlaws. A few years back, I had been part of the marshals, but I preferred not to have my hands tied. There were places where being the law could get you killed. I am now an independent contractor, and I had been tracking a thief called Steel Nuggets. He and his crew targeted anything, and it was rumored that he had set up camp near Pueblo, near a chicken farm. Alright, so we are going to start here, stage 1, on the trail. So kind of like that. It's got a really, it definitely has a western feel to it for a twin stick shooter, and I like that. Right mouse button is your aim, right mouse button, right stick is your aim, left stick is move around. L1 is roll. And then I'm just trying to get my bearings here and figure everything out. R2 is to whack somebody with your gun if you're up close. And then right stick and R1 to shoot with a controller. So pretty standard stuff there. And I got sheep after me. Kill the sheep. Kill the wolf. Now the wolf is not a surprise coming after me. Shoot for help. So you shoot that sign and it actually gives you all your control layouts there by default. And then the bottom 3 bars there, I guess that's stamina for your roll. So you just can't keep rolling forever. And then it shows you your bombs on the bottom right. To use a bomb or throw a bomb is L2 with the controller. Again, it's E with the keyboard. So I saw this guy here and didn't know what was up with him. He wasn't attacking me yet, so I decided not to shoot him. But I did go ahead and try to shoot this bottle. But first I had to shoot the wolf here. I'm like, alright, well, you seem pretty peaceful. I did go up, I was trying to hit like the X button on my PS4 controller and try to talk to him or something. But I figured maybe he's a shopkeeper or something. But no, he didn't do anything. Well, these guys are definitely not innocent. They are shooting at me, so shoot them right back. And then I was like, wait a minute, here is looks like a secret area here, and sure enough, a chest. Wolf's coming after me. Got some gold from the chest. And at some point, I'm sure there's a way to spend all the money that you collect on buying new upgrades and like guns and stuff like that, I'm sure. And reached a checkpoint here. Here's my first little taste of chaos. And took some bullets right in my chest there and lost my health, which you can see up in the top left with the hearts. The game is actually pretty fun. It's pretty fluid. It takes a little getting used to, especially with a controller. It moves a little bit slower than you would think that a twin stick controller should move. For example, with the graphics and, you know, the way they have the graphics and stuff like that, it's understandable that it's not going to move quite as quick as something like Geometry Wars or some of those other twin stick controllers like that. So it does move a little bit slower than that. It takes a little bit getting used to, like I say. But I really like the feel of it for a, you know, kind of a Western cowboy twin stick shooter. It's pretty cool. Pick up on the gold here. Again, I'm shooting the bullets and I'm seeing that it's saying ×9. I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know if you get a bonus life after you get so many of those or what the deal is. And then I see a lady in a cage here, and here you just come up and hit R2 and you let her loose. You get 10,000 points, so that's definitely worth it to rescue the ladies. And again, R2 by a creative dynamite sets it off and it will blow up, and I blew up the sheep here. And I'm having to re-record the audio because the audio did not record, unfortunately, so I'm having to re-record this audio to the gameplay just so I can go ahead and get a video up. And here I'm continuing to move through the level. It gets harder and harder as you get through this first stage here. Trying to stay away from these guys. Down to 1 heart. Gotta shoot the bottle, of course. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I get through here? I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta shoot this pile of rocks that has a health bar over it. You can blast that away, and then shoot the guys on the other side of the fence here. They're just kind of standing there like a bunch of dummies. And then I drew these guys out, so I didn't have too many on me at once with a small area. That's gonna definitely mean your death. Get too many enemies on you in a small area in a game like this. And notice here, when I reach the checkpoint, it actually puts a red barrier on that gate, so I can't draw enemies outside that area anymore. How dare you kill my chickens, gunslinger? So here we are in another little boss area. Certainly not the main boss area for stage 1, but the difficulty is increasing a little bit more. These chickens are pretty aggressive at this point. Definitely a nuisance and a pain in the butt, and this guy has a lot of health, this farm villain here. So it's just running around and trying to stay away from him and kill some people. Now that farmer there with the pitchfork, he's not doing anything. He looks innocent, but he's certainly not helping me either. So he's definitely tempting to shoot just because he's not assisting me in any way. Damn chickens kept coming after me over and over and over and over again. Still doing pretty good here. Still have a full 3 hearts. Took some damage there. That chicken did a lot of damage to me. And then that explosion there didn't help. Down to barely over 1 heart left. These chickens, like I say, they are just a pain. It's fun though. This game's definitely fun. Just not real comfortable with the controls yet, at least with my DualShock 4. It feels a little bit janky, but it may just be that I wasn't used to the controls at this point yet. The more time you play this game, it may get a little bit better. Still, I think the controls could have been a little more solid. I was hoping the controls would be a little more solid with a twin stick controller. So I did kill that guy, and I was considering killing the farmer there that didn't help me. I was trying to kill that chicken in the cage, but it wasn't working, so I decided to go ahead and just kill these chickens and progress and move on. And then immediately got another little difficult area here. Guy's coming after me, and I'm drawing him out here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and forward here about 10 more minutes and get to the final stage and kind of show you guys what the final stage of the first you know, show you kind of the boss area of stage 1, show you what that looks like, and show you what kind of difficulties it presented for me. So I'm going to go ahead and move to that point right here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on. And again, this is the final area of stage 1. And as you can see, I got turret gun shooting just tons of bullets at me here. And I am trying to stay alive. Still have all 3 hearts left here. But at this point, I've already died a few times, I believe. And you got enemies over there with like 30-06 shotguns. And they hit you once and you're dead, even if you have all 3 hearts left. So those bullets really, really hurt. And then you got cannons shooting at you as well. As you can see, I'm trying to take out one of the cannons here. And it just takes a little bit of patience here. You pretty much just got to try to take one thing at a time to progress. And even still, you have a high risk of going down. Just one of these things hits you, it can do a lot of damage. Especially the guys with the shotguns. Now, these ladies here just continue to run around. I don't know if they're trying to get shot or what, but they certainly didn't do ladies any justice in this game. It pretty much seems like they make every lady look like they're absolutely an idiot in this game. Running around like a chicken with her head cut off. Just getting in the way. But the game is a lot of fun. I do like the graphics. I like the Western style of this particular game. I think it works well with the twin-stick shooter. The only thing that I felt a little bit disappointed with was the twin-stick controller responsiveness and fluidity of the controls. It just didn't feel as tight and responsive as I was hoping, or that I've seen in other twin-stick shooters with, lesser graphics. Games like Zinzik, a game I did about a little over a week ago on Steam. Really love that game. I think it's a $5 game or something like that. It's a twin-stick shooter with psychedelic graphics. I absolutely love that game. Felt really tight and responsive. Other twin-stick shooter games I've really liked, like Geometry Wars 3, for example. This game doesn't seem to have the responsive controls like those other twin-stick shooters. But maybe it's just that I'm not used to this particular game yet. I only played it about 25 minutes at the point that I've actually doing this video. But, you know, it does get a little bit easier as you play it more. Now here I am running from this big Poncho Bob the Betrayer. It is really hard at this point of stage 1, so I can't even imagine how much harder it gets in the upcoming stages of the game. So if you're looking for a challenge, this game has definitely got the challenge level, especially these end battles here, with all these turret guns and cannons and, guys that got way better guns than you do, obviously. Definitely a challenge in store for you in this game. Like I say, my biggest knock so far is the responsiveness, especially the shooting at times of the game. I wish the game moved a little faster, I guess. You kind of just feel sluggish at times a little bit. But I think part of it too is just that I'm not used to this game enough. Like I say, I only played this game about 20 to 25 minutes at the point that I made this video. So I just wanted to kind of go ahead and get a video up there, let you guys kind of know what I thought about this game, and if I think the game's worth the $10 asking price in US dollars. It is 10% off for its first week. I think the game's probably worth it. I'm not as happy with my purchase as I was hoping that I would be, but so far, just being stage 1, I like to go ahead and review these games on Steam that I get, and if I later decide that my score was unfair, maybe I should have scored it higher, or maybe I scored it too high and I need to score it lower. If it changes quite a bit, I will go in and do another video or update my review on Steam. But at this point, I think the game, I really like the Western art style, the Western theme of this twin-stick shooter. I think there's a lot of different really nice, nicely drawn graphics and enemies, and everything looks really good for a top-down shooter like this. So I'm pretty impressed there. As you can see, I died 10 times. I like that it gives you all your stats, your score, how much money you got, your accuracy, your best score, and your best time to complete the stage. So a lot of stats that it gives you, I do definitely like that. And then here it moves on to stage 2. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and give this game, I'm going to throw a 72 out of 100. Is going to be my initial score. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Be sure you leave your comments down below, and be sure you rate this video as well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.